Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Freedor7 and you are watching another episode of This Land. I believe we're on episode 12. This is going to be perhaps a slightly different episode, might be a little bit shorter. I'm working on a very special project, or will be working on a very special project today here. And for that we need, I guess I already have most of it. We can get rid of all this cobblestone. And this, because I don't think I'm going to need that. I have been working on something off camera in between episodes. I mentioned I might do this, and I decided to go ahead and do it. And that is clearing out all of the water inside the castle walls. Now, this is a monumental project. It's absolutely huge. And I'm going to do just a little piece today. The goal today is going to be to fill up this little strip. And this is going to be a boatway, so I'm going to go ahead and fill it all up, empty it out of water and everything, and then I'm going to take these stone bricks here. I'm going to build them down a couple levels. I'm going to put glass in the bottom, and then I'm going to refill it with water. So we'll have a little boatway here. I don't know. No, I think that's what I want to do. Yeah, I'm going to put a little boatway here. But the first thing we need to do is empty out all the water here. As most of you know, sand and gravel work really well for that. But it can be really time-consuming if you don't do it just right. So I have developed a little technique here that I am going to show you guys, and I'm going to do this in pieces. First thing I do, as you can see already, is I built the inner side of the castle wall, just the inner side, down all the way to the ocean floor. Second thing I do is I take sandstone. And why sandstone? Well, because it's not indigenous to the ocean floor. The ocean floor is covered in gravel for the most part. And so sandstone is very, very visually, it sticks out. It's easily noticeable. And that's going to be important when I get down to actually removing all the sand. Now, by the way, for those of you who do not know, fence posts are a great thing to have on you when you're working underwater, especially this far underwater. Why? Because watch my air supply there. Okay, by the time I get down to the bottom, it's time for me to resurface. Unless, of course, I place a fence post. It creates a little air bubble, and I can just go in and out of that anytime I need to refresh my air supply. Really, really fun. Okay, really helpful, I should say, because it's not at all fun working underwater. So what I do is I coat the bottom of the ocean without drowning, preferably. It's really annoying how short these time frames are that you have to work with, but you do what you have to do, right? So I coat the ocean floor with these sandstone blocks. And the reason for this is, like I said, shoveling sand and gravel in that kind of massive quantity that would be required for this project, man, that's really, really horrifically time-consuming. And I just flat out don't want to deal with that. So I'm going to take advantage of another little Minecraft mechanic that most of you probably already know about, and that is that sand and gravel are both broken by signs. And, whoops, I made a mistake there. See how fast you can drown? It's really important to kind of plan these things out and keep an eye on your air supply there. I'm going to sit here for a second and while I explain this. Okay, anyway, point is, torches and signs break blocks of sand and gravel. Now, this is really handy because sand and gravel are also gravity aware. They're I think the only two blocks in Minecraft that will actually, when you place them, if I place them at the top of the wall, they'll actually fall until they hit something solid, which is really handy in this case because it means I don't have to build up my sand and gravel from the ocean floor underwater and then just build it up. No, I can stand up top and I can just drop them against the wall and they'll fall. So I don't have to worry about all this air bubble nonsense down here. Anyway, so what I do is I place down a layer of sandstone, like so, and then I drop all the sand and gravel on top in rows, and I'll show you that process. And then what I do is I simply mine out the block underneath, which is usually gravel. I place a torch, then I break the sandstone, which causes the entire column of sand and or gravel to fall and be broken on the torch. And within just a couple seconds, boom, the entire column is gone, and I can just pick the stuff up and move on to the next one. It saves a lot of time, effort, and energy. So, speaking of saving time, effort, and energy, I'm going to save your time and effort in watching something incredibly boring by cutting right here and coming back in just a second when this process is all finished. And here we are back again. I went ahead and finished sandstoning up the bottom of the ocean here. So we're ready to get the sand and drop it in. And I just wanted to show off my little water drop here to start with. Love this thing. Yeah, it would be really annoying to have to climb down that every time and then traverse this rocky terrain on top of the matter. So I just installed that. I'm sorry, not just. I installed that some time ago when I was working on this, and I absolutely love it. Okay. I went ahead and when I was doing the bulk of this earlier, let me just make sure I don't have any sandstone. There we go. I'm good. Yeah, when I was doing this earlier, the bulk of this project, I had to go to a couple of nearby islands, and I just went nuts with the sand. Used up 1 billion shovels or so. And let me just pop this down here. And then, let's see. I'm starting from over here, so I'll just mix it up a little bit. Anyway, so this is what I do. I drop all the sand and gravel down here. There we go. And then, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut away from this. Oh, there we go. That's not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and cut away from this, and then come back when we're done. When I'm done installing all of the sand and gravel, that is. And then we'll get to start hollowing this thing out. And it is a gorgeous sight to see an entire column of sand or gravel just falling and breaking on a single torch. It's really cool, especially when you know that it's saving shovels right there. I mean, saving lots and lots of shovels. So, time to initiate the clock wipe once again. And that was what we call a clock wipe. At least in Adobe Premiere Pro, that is called a clock wipe. So there, you have been educated. As you can see, I have dropped sand and gravel down all along this wall. I also dropped it right under here. Very, very important that you make sure when you do something like this that all sides are sealed up. Otherwise, you could have a nasty, nasty surprise there. Yes, and I dropped all the rest of my sand and gravel. As you can see, I'm all out here. And I had enough to come, well, let's see, just a little bit over here. Pay no attention to the little noises in the background. My little daughter is waxing slightly vocal. All right, anyway, so I was able to come a partial row. Obviously, I'm a person who likes to be able to predict how much of something I'm going to need and things like that. But because the ocean floor is so doggone uneven, and I mean, it's ridiculous. Whoa, what happened there? Well, isn't that interesting? I'll go. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I had an Enderman come by. Ouch. Stupid Enderman. That's funny. Alright, I will fix. Of course, I don't have anything on me with which to fix this. That's okay. Oh, I guess I do have a little bit more gravel there. It's not going to be enough to make a difference. So anyway, yeah, you want to make sure that it is watertight. Oh, boy. There we go. Got to make sure that it's watertight. Otherwise, you could have some nasty surprises when you go trying to take the sand and gravel out. Wow, that is massive. Look at that. I'm going to put dirt all over here. I'm going to leave as much of the natural contour as I can. I'm just going to throw down a ton of dirt over it and plant some trees, maybe build an artificial village, import some villagers. I think that might be fun. There we go. Oh, yes. And because I know someone like me would notice this and wonder what on earth is going on. Yeah, those are just fence posts that I placed down when I was working during the first phase of this project, and placed down so that I could breathe, and I just left them there because they work as barriers. They work just fine. There we go. Okay, so because I was only able to get one full layer, so there are 2 layers here, full layers of sand and gravel, I'm only able to take out the first level here, which is okay. Oh, you know, the one thing I should have checked while I was still up top. I should have checked to see exactly how far over I need to come. Ooh, there we go. So that's that wall. There's one. And this one is not, this doesn't go as deep as you can see here. So, yes, that's right. So I shouldn't dig this one out. Which means 1, 2, 3. The third one. The third. There we go. That's better. Love water drops. And as you can see, just a sign and water. Okay, so let's see. Where was I? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's convenient. Let's see. Do I need to dig out the third? Yes, I believe I do. Okay. At least I hope I do. Alright, and yes, I know it's nightfall. Really? There you go. Yes, I know it's nightfall. I just flat out don't care. Oh, yes, that's right. I'm going to have to dig this out. Three, this is the third. There we go. Okay, so... Oh, that's right. Okay, when I initially laid down this wall, I did not realize what I needed to do with the sandstone. So that's a little bit annoying, but I can still deal with it. So if I'd been doing things properly back then, this would be a piece of sandstone, and I'd know instantly, oh yes, this is the bottom. I'm assuming it's the bottom, as it is. I'm pretty sure it probably is. So yeah, just dig out the block underneath it, place a torch, and then watch this. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, well, interesting. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's because I had, that actually wasn't the bottom. Again, this is why we now put sandstone down. The bottom was actually up there. And I actually just got rid of a bit more gravel than I had actually placed in. No problem. I can work with that. I really have no choice. I have to continue along at the same level here because, yeah, I remove gravel and everything falls to take its place, so I can't really place a torch in there. So I do this. Place torches. And boom, down they fall. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? It's awesome. So yeah, there's the bottom of the ocean floor. So we're gonna have a little bit of a dip here, but like I said, the terrain is extremely uneven to begin with, so I don't think it's gonna matter a whole lot. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up and bring you back for the next step of the process. Time for another clock wipe. Well, there we go. I have cleared out this entire area here, and as you can see, I went ahead and took a pick to this little row of cobblestone here because I want to replace it with this nicer stone brick pattern. And so I think we're going to go ahead and get started on that. So I'm going to grab, well, let's see, I'm going to grab a stack of cobblestone and get that smelting into smooth stone, which is what we need to make these stone bricks here. And over here I have a load that is already done. I feel like a cooking show host. put one thing in the oven. Oh, looky here, we have one already done. I'm going to go ahead and make, there we go, some stone bricks. And that should, I think it should be enough. Let me see, how many of these do I want? Actually, yeah, we're going to want more. That's okay, that should do it for those. And then I did put some sand in here earlier for glass. Don't have enough just yet. But I think we can at least figure out how we're going to do this. Because I want to put this 2 levels down. I want two source blocks worth of water deep. So we have 1, 2, and then right down here. Can I reach it? Can I reach it? Oh. Please tell me I can reach this. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. I'm going to place that down there. That's where the glass is going to be. And I think the question at this point is, can we place the stairs the way we want to? We should be able to, because I want to go ahead and place these stairs upside down here. Let me see. Will this work? No, not exact. Well, maybe. Let me see if they'll readjust. Boy, it's tough working at this level. I had to pick this one, didn't I? Let's try this. Oh, there we go. That works. And I can take the one out of the corner later if I want. And we'll see how that does. Wow, yeah, you really can't. I mean, you really have no range at all at this level. There we go. So yeah, so I'm gonna probably finish this up off camera, but that's basically what I wanted to do. And oh, let me go ahead and start placing these because I have a whole batch of them. Oop. Wow, it is really truly amazing. So yes, I think these look a lot nicer than the regular cobblestone. I think cobblestone does fine just for, you know, for the castle or whatever. Although, yeah, I could have built it out of these, but that would have taken a lot more resources and a lot more time. So, I'll probably accent with the stone bricks. Let's collect us some glass. Some more, well, yeah, I would collect just 19, wouldn't I? There we go. That's actually enough to make a full batch with no leftover. Yeah, so I think I will come back one more time when this is complete, but I like our progress. I think we're going to leave the episode at a very nice point here. I think I'm going to go ahead and just finish this up off camera and throw the water in, and then you'll see what it looks like. And there she is. It's looking nice, if I do say so myself. The only thing left is to actually fill it with water. And I think this works. Down here towards this end, I'm going to have to figure out what to do underneath here, but I haven't really decided for sure what I'm doing close to the tower. Well, what will be the tower in the middle there. So yeah, I'm really not sure just yet, but there's plenty to do before I actually have to make that decision. I have to build the walls up to full height and down to full depth too. So, like I said, lots to do. I'm gonna just break this little miniature dam over here, and we're gonna let some of the water in. Obviously, this won't fill the whole thing, but really, ooh, there we go. Obviously, this won't fill the whole thing, but that's okay. That's why we have a bucket. There we go. And I haven't done the actual math to figure out what the source blocks will do, or how many source blocks it will take, but oops. This could be a little tricky. There we go. But no, I think it'll look nice and it'll work nicely for what we want it for. We'll be able to bring our boats right in here, and you'll be able to actually look down and see the artificial village and all the landscaping and everything down below, which I think will be quite cool. So I'm just going to start filling this from this end. Now, I don't actually know. Some of you might. I don't know what will happen if I just place the source blocks on the top. I'm going to assume it's probably the most efficient way to fill this thing. Yeah, it looks like it probably is. So we'll see. This thing is just a little wider than it could be. There we go. So anyway, excited about this. I think this is coming along nicely. And in last week's episode, I did mention... Yeah, I just can't do that. That's ridiculous. In last week's episode, I did mention that it was quite possible that we would be... that I may not even have an episode this week because I was working on my Attack of the B-Team Let's Play. And this is still the case. Obviously, I did manage to release this episode. Wow, what is going on there? That's not right. Huh. I know there are some of you who are probably just screaming at the screen. Oh, there we go. Screaming at the screen going, no, do this. But let me see. Will this work? No? Bummer. Oh, there we go. Not sure what I did, but it seems to have worked. So, alright. I'm just going to dump, pour water in from this side right now, and I'll handle the other side later. So anyway, I am still working on my Attack of the B-Team series, and in fact, I have plans to record the very first episode this evening after this is uploaded, or uploading, one or the other. And I'm very excited about that. I've got the world, well, actually, I've picked the seed, and I'm going to go ahead and create the world and get started. I already have plans for the first shelter that I want to build. I've been thinking a lot about this, as you can tell. I'm actually going to build a specific type of shelter. I know what biome I want to build my main base in and how I want to handle all that. I've been studying it quite a bit recently and studying a lot of the different mods that are there. I wouldn't say I'm an expert in all of them yet, but I like to think I'm competent in most of them. And so I've been planning out, actually planning out a technology tree and everything to figure out, you know, what I needed to go for first, what kind of resources and everything else. And if you want some spoilers, obviously you can go watch my my tips and tricks series, because actually the first episode of that series talks about the 3.5 mods that you need to know about before you start Attack of the B-Team. So I'd encourage you to go take a look at that if you haven't already. And if you like modded Minecraft, that's the thing. If you like modded Minecraft, then I think you will really enjoy Attack of the B-Team, playing it and watching it. It's a really fun mod pack with lots of mad science, and I mean, you can go to the moon, you can go to Mars, you can build a space station. You can have minions, you can do necromancy if that's your thing. There's the witchery mod, there's, man, I know I'm forgetting a bunch of stuff. Well, I mean, there's Thermal Expansion 3, so tons of potential for automation and just non-boring stuff, which is kind of, oh, Archimedes ships. How on earth could I forget Archimedes ships? You can build seafaring vessels, and you can build airships, which is really, really cool, and I'm looking forward to doing that. I've actually messed around with it. I've done a test where, okay, this is not filling up the way I expected it to. Okay, then. I'll see if I can do something about that. I've actually been, I can actually go in here now. I've actually been working a bit with a test world or two, and I really like what I'm seeing. I've done some experimentation and study. Okay, there are no source blocks under here. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I wonder if I can grab a source block from here. Nope. Doesn't like me to do that either. Okay, well, I'm going to have to go up to the side again and grab some more source blocks. and we'll just kind of see what happens here. But anyway, back to the Attack of the B-Team series. I'm working on some graphics for it, some things like that, and I can do some pretty cool things, and I'm pretty excited. We'll be able to build some really cool stuff. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, if any of you are familiar with Biomes of Plenty, really great mod in and of itself, but it's included in the Attack of the B-Team mod pack, and I've decided I want my main base to be in a Sacred Springs biome. Sacred Springs biome, if you're not familiar with it, has some pretty large trees, some really huge trees. You could conceivably build some things in these trees. And, wow, I just totally missed that, didn't I? And I might do that, I'm not sure. I think I want to build a cliff face HQ, basically. And let me see, is that... Nope. Oh, did I just do it? Did I just manage to... No? No. I keep trying. I probably should just go ahead and get me some extra buckets and finish it that way. But anyway, so yeah, Biomes of Plenty has some cool stuff, and the Sacred Springs biome is really neat as well. I'm hoping I can find one without going too far, and otherwise I'll just be building, temporary bases along the way and automated systems and things like that, and I am very much looking forward to it. So I'll go ahead and finish the rest of this off screen, but you get the idea. I think it's working pretty nicely. I'm really liking the way that the pavers here, the stone bricks, are working out. Oh, I should probably throw down a few torches, shouldn't I? Yeah. Eventually, I'll probably put some flaming netherrack there, I think, along the edges, which means I need to go to the nether, which I should probably do anyway pretty soon, I would think. But as you can see, I have my work cut out for me, just clearing out the castle, finishing the castle wall, and then building or clearing out all of the water. So I make no guarantees about there being a This Land episode next week, because this is going to take quite a while, and I think I've met my limit as far as how much of this I can show you guys. You now, if you want to do something similar, you now have enough information to be able to do it. Oh yeah, you see I put some scaffolding down there to put the upside down brick stairs on the edge of the glass. So yeah, you now have enough to go on to build it all yourself if you want to. And now I just have to actually do the repetitive work of finishing it all up. And so I'm not going to bore you with the rest of that. So it may be a little while, maybe a few weeks before we have another This Land episode. But keep an eye out. I don't think I'll be able to get it up online tonight. That is Saturday night. However, I'm thinking I might be able to put it up on Monday. And I'm also thinking I'm going to do the first 2 episodes pretty quickly, so I might release a couple episodes in rapid succession. And then I have to decide what day of the week is going to be Attack of the B-Team Day. If anyone wants to weigh in on that, feel free. You can find me on Twitter and Facebook, mostly Twitter though, and of course you can just leave a comment on the video. And as always, if you enjoyed this, or you enjoy where it's going, you want to see where it's going, please leave a like and subscribe, and share it with your friends. Definitely always appreciated. So there we go. That's it for this episode. I am Freedor7. Thanks for watching, and happy crafting.